The metropolis of Alexandria was home to Athanasius, one of the most powerful and colourful Christian bishops in history, who lived and worked in the city in the 4th century AD. Described by one Contelligence, he wrote every year to all the Christians under his jurisdiction to tell them when to celebrate Easter. But in his 39th letter, written in 367 AD, he had something more controversial to say.
What Athanasius included in his letter was a list, but not just any list. He named the 27 books which we now know make up the canon of New Testament scripture. And he made it clear, he made it very clear, that it was these and only these that the church approved of as scripture. Any other book, he said, should not be read.
At a single stroke, he condemned a wealth of literature that had, up until that point, been regarded as Christian. The Gospels of Matthew, Mark, but those of Mary, Philip, and Peter were condemned.
The Acts of the Apostles was considered to be educational, but the Acts of Thecla were shunned. The first and second letters of Paul to the Corinthians were allowed, but I'm afraid the third one didn't make it.
Athanasius's edict was remarkable because it was the first time anyone in the top echelons of the church hierarchy had suggested that only certain books would be tolerated.
And for nearly 2,000 years, those texts that the bishop banned remained a complete mystery to us. Really, all we had was scant references to them, found in the writings of their enemies, the early church fathers, who only mentioned them purely to condemn them and to warn his congregation of the erroneous teachings they contained.
And perhaps this might have remained the case if it wasn't for a chance find in December 1945, a discovery that forced scholars to completely rethink the nature of early